back to the Jasmine Way. For those who are new, my name is Jasmine. And those who are returning, thank you for your support. I ask that you like, comment, and subscribe. And like this video. Lately my views have been trash, so I'm gonna need y'all to help me out. Alright. So today's video is just about the birth control that I got on, what made me decide to get on it, and the process that I went through. So the birth control that I'm currently on is the Nexplanon birth control. And I like that out of all the other options that were presented to me. So I did first try the pill, and I just couldn't keep up with taking the pill. So I would get up, I would take it straight Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then Friday, Saturday, Sunday I wouldn't take it, and then I take it again on Monday, skip it on Tuesday, and it just was I was just like, yeah, this isn't gonna work. So I had stayed off of the pill for a minute, so I wasn't on birth control at all, because I was just looking up options, trying to figure out what birth control worked best for me and my body. So called my doctor, and I basically told her like, hey, I'm off this birth control. She was like, well, let's come in. Well, she was like, well, come in, let's discuss your other options. So we went through the other options, and the one that stood out to me was the Nexplanon. It just seemed like an easy process. It just didn't seem that it would take much of my rigorous schedule. Like it didn't make me do much. So I wanted it. So she was like, you know, call when you started your period, and we'll bring you in a couple of days after that, and then we'll insert it. So of course I waited for my period to come, called the nurse, basically told her like, hey, my period started. She's like, okay, we're gonna schedule 3 days out. So she scheduled me 3 days out, and when I came in, it was like, well, we're gonna give you a pregnancy test. I was gonna say a birth test. And we'll give you a pregnancy test to make sure that you aren't pregnant. Obviously, I wasn't pregnant. So I went ahead, took the pregnancy test, and we went through the process. So the process is very simple. It was very simple for me. It was a very simple process, but for me, it was very nerve-wracking. So first of all, that you decide which arm you want to in. So I decided that I wanted in this arm, and you can't see it, but they implemented the Nexplanon. So the Nexplanon is like the width of a toothpick, but if you like cut that toothpick in like eighths, that's the size of a regular Nexplanon. So it's probably like this big, if that. So like as thin as a toothpick, and then like cut that toothpick in eighths. So they numb your arm. And they numb your arm with this medicine, with this long needle. And I've never been stung by a bee, so when she kept telling me, oh, it feel like a bee sting, it feel like a bee sting, I'm like, I don't know what that feels like. So I was really scared for that part. So they numb your arm with this needle, and then they take this this injector thing, and they just push it in, and then you can actually feel it. So like from here on here, that's like the end of the Nexplanon. I liked it actually because of its options. So you can get it taken out whenever you want to, or you can leave it. You can get it taken out whenever you want to. I was like, yeah, I'm not going through that process again. So I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely leaving it in. Bless you. You can get it taken out whenever you want to, but it's a 3-year birth control. So I would go and get it re-implemented every 3 years. So that's really what drew me to it as well. Like the pill, that's something I gotta take every day. The shot, that's something I gotta come in and take every month. The patch just don't seem like it was gonna stop. It was gonna have an effect on me at all. It just sounded like I was gonna be popping out babies. You know what I'm saying? And then I guess like the NuvaRing, that just didn't like sound like something I would want to insert every month. Like I just couldn't do it. So the Nexplanon was really the best option for me. Now I am not telling people to go out and get on birth control. I'm just saying this is what worked for me, because like I said, I wasn't on birth control at first. Like it didn't dawn on me. We were using other precautions to make sure that we didn't get pregnant. Obviously we failed in that category, and I knew that after I had Devin, I already knew that I was going to get on birth control, right? So I just didn't want to make that a habit. pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't want to put that fate on not only myself, put that on my daughter and my relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because as of right now, I know that I can only afford one child. It would be stupid of me to continue to get pregnant knowing I can only afford one child. That's double the money for daycare, double the money for diapers and wipes and all that other stuff. So I was really trying to avoid that. And then also the simple fact of, you know, even if I wasn't on birth control, the simple fact of, a lot of women don't tell you this, but the simple fact of deciding, am I going to keep this baby or am I going to get an abortion? And I never wanted to have to make that deciding factor. You know what I'm saying? I never wanted to have to sit down there and think, well, if I keep it, this, and this. Well, if I get an abortion, then, you know, I won't be affected by any of those that I just said. So birth control was the best route for me. Lastly, the pros and the cons of it. I really do not have many cons for this. So the pros I've technically already mentioned. It's a 3-year thing. You can get it taken out whenever you want to. And it really doesn't have any rigorous changes to your body. Like, I'm not, I don't feel like I'm more emotional or hormonal. I don't feel suicidal, you know, I don't feel like I've gained any weight or anything of the sort. The only con that I do have toward this thing is, oh my goodness, the periods. Oh my gosh. So first of all, I was God's favorite because I'm used to having a 3-day period. Boom, bam, bam, I'm done. Now, my periods last for like 5 days, then I get a little barbecue sauce at the end, and I don't like that because it's like a trick. So I would say like the con is honestly the length of the cycle or the length of your period. Now I have talked to some girls and they like the Nexplanon and they're like, oh, I haven't had a period in a year. Well, I think I've been on the Nexplanon now for 2 years and I'm still getting a scheduled period. So I'm gonna need that to cut it real soon and real quick because I'm over it. My cramps are still the same. I do get a lot more acne. That's another con. I get a lot of acne, and I did not get as much acne as I did before I was on birth control. Like, yeah, I get a period bump here and there, but literally, like, I can wake up and be like, oh, my period about to start because I got a bump right here. And then like 2 days later, I got a bump right here. And then a couple of days later, I got a bump right here. So those are the two cons, like the lasting of your period and the acne. Acne is for some women who have really good skin, who take care of their skin, the acne could be a really deciding factor on the Nexplanon because it gave me a lot of bad acne. And with that being said, I have a lot of acne blemishes from like the bumps, like from me picking with the bumps or for me allowing the bumps to go down and then me scabbing them out. So those are the two cons, acne and the lasting of the period. But other than that, I really enjoy having an Nexplanon. I feel safe. I know that I'm not going to get pregnant. And there has been no drastic changes to my body as the other birth controls, you know, could have on someone's body. If you are on the birth control, tell me about it. Comment below. Tell me what birth control you're on. Do you like it? And what are some of the pros and cons of the birth control that you're on now? Now, I am going to set a disclaimer. I know it's a lot of women that's going to probably comment or it's going to be, birth control is so bad for your body. Believe me, I am not saying that it's not, but also a decision of getting an abortion or keeping a baby when I can't afford one is better, is not as happy as getting birth control and just having to stop those decisions, period. Yeah. So comment below and let me know what birth control you are on, what are the pros and the cons, if you have any side effects or anything like that. And let's really converse through the comment section. That's all for this video. I hope it helps you out a lot. It really wasn't a lot of information to tell you. But the next time I get it checked or when I get it re-implemented, I'll be sure to record that for y'all. So like, comment, and subscribe to the Jasmine Way. That's it for today. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll I'll see y'all soon. Bye.